think it is, actually.
It is an STD.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got the conjunction junction?
Yeah, you know what this...
You need some antibiotics for that.
Yeah, you need a salve.
You need a shot.
Welcome to another episode of 3 Minute Critics. I am Eric.
I am Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Today on 3 Minute Critics,
yes,
we are going to be reviewing The Invisible Man.
Oh, yeah.
Rated R.
It is.
Starring Elisabeth Moss and directed by Leigh Whannell.
Wonderful.
Eric, will you tell us, please, what this film is about?
I'd be happy to. So when Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. And then as a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she is being hunted by someone no one can see.
Hence, invisible.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's put 3 minutes on the clock as we always do. And
Boom.
Tony, what did you think of The Invisible Man?
I actually really liked this film.
Did you now?
I didn't think that I would going in. I kind of had suspected, I didn't know much about it going in, and I had suspected that it was going to be more of a kind of a superhero-y thing, but it was not like that at all. This film,
more of a thriller.
And it's kind of like a combo, right? It's got like thriller, superhero, and
like thriller
and horror.
Michael Jackson?
Not like Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay, different kind of thriller.
Different kind of, more like Alfred.
I thought it was going to be more of a horror film, actually.
But which it did. It had elements of horror as well in this film. And I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was directed well. I thought that the twists in the story and the plot were very interesting and super fun. And I thought Elisabeth Moss was fantastic.
I'm going to agree with you
think?
on Elisabeth Moss really put in a fantastic performance.
She was
in this.
very good.
I don't think I agree with you quite as much
Really?
on the script. I mean, there were good points, there were bad points. I'll tell you what I thought was particularly good about it, in my opinion.
Hit me.
Going into this thinking of the horror genre, I thought there would be a lot more of the boo moments.
The jump scares.
Jump scares, yes.
Yeah.
And there weren't, and that's good.
No, there
because
weren't.
There
were
more,
a couple.
This was really subtly told. It was a subtle and a creepy way, and the music really helped sell that as well.
The music was a bit much. It was a little bombastic, but I did like
heavy,
it.
but I thought
it
worked
for
well
the
with the film.
most part.
Now there
was a point in the end where the music was like, okay.
Yeah, and there were some scenes here. I mean, okay, so a lot of suspension of disbelief from the very beginning.
Like what?
Well, you have to feel
the Invisi-suit?
Well, okay, that her ex is, this narcissistic optics engineer that is like some genius, and he makes this suit. And okay, you have to.
How's that different from all the Marvel movies?
I know, but you have to. But I don't think this is like. It's not supposed to be a superhero movie.
No, but I mean, but you can allow yourself to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, but that's
if it works in the story.
I'm just saying that's a huge suspension.
And you didn't feel like it worked?
Not really, but that's okay. That aside, I think. The rest of the story got told very well. It's well directed. The storyline, though, I think there were some items that were really out of left field. There were some really good ones. Good ones. Like good twists.
Like the plot twist.
Yeah, some good twists. But at the end of it all, I felt like it just got a little flat, and it was a little predictable by the time you got to the end.
I didn't think it was that predictable, and I thought that it was nice. I kind of liked the way it progressed, and I will say also that this film is at points very hard to watch. Like, if you've had some domestic abuse in your life, you might want to be careful and maybe even avoid this film.
It gets very heavy.
It's heavy. Very harsh. Hard to watch, but also works well because of the way they move the story.
I would say the cinematography is particularly good in this film, too.
I liked the cinematography a lot. I thought it was.
I think the only shortcoming was part of the script just didn't really grab me, but there were points that were really.
I was pretty riveted.
Well, that's the riveting sound of our car horn, and you know what that means.
What does that mean?
That means we're out of time for this one.
And it also means it's time to rate this film on a 5-star scale.
It is.
And Eric is going to start.
Yeah, I liked a lot about this film. I liked that it was more thriller than horror. I liked that you didn't have your typical horror movie points to it. It was a little more dark and
a little more Hitchcockian.
Yeah, and did have some good twists and turns to it. And Elisabeth Moss, fantastic performance, good supporting cast. I give this a very nice 3 stars, 3 out of 5 stars. I think it could have been done a little better, but it was still solid.
All right.
Tony, how about you?
I think that's a mediocre grade for a film that was better than that. I think this film was written well.
You're entitled to it.
I think it was written well.
Okay.
I think it was directed well.
All right.
I really do. I think he did a really nice job, and I thought Elisabeth Moss was excellent. I gave this, and I was fully engaged the whole film, and I loved the twist. I gave this 4 stars.
4 stars. Solid score.
Very solid. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes.
Yeah, this is a film. You're gonna have to go and check this one out. See what you think.
You should definitely check this film out.
Well, that is it for this episode.
I see.
Hey, we want to thank you for watching, and we would love for you to share your comments, like our videos, and subscribe below. Until next time, we are the 3-Minute Critics.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Is it anemone or is it anemone?
Anemone.
I think it's anemone.
Anemone? It might be.
I think it's anemone. I don't think it's anemone. Anemone. Anemone? Anemone?
Are you having an aneurysm?